Chris B here. Today I'm going to give my 6-timer deck profile for the July 16, 2015 format. 6-timer has been doing well. With 2 Shein is just very good, and as well with the tricks coming back off the Banlist, which is really more fun, and the deck's really more valuable, and just makes the deck more competitive, I would say. So I'm going to give you guys my opinions and reasons why I run certain things, and hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to start with the monsters first. Start off with 3 Kizon. He's the special summon of the deck. With 2 other 6-timers, he becomes 21 attack, so always run 3. 3 Kagemusha, he's the only good tuner because Squire is bad, and his effect is that if any 6-timer will be targeted by card effects, switch it to him instead, so break the skill, finish, and effect filler, they all go to him. And so he's also good for defense, just having the defensive Shein on the field, and people will try to Phoenix Chain Shein and go to him, and there's wasted Phoenix Chain, so it's great at 3, not 2, because you always want this on the field, so, or always want that. So. 2 Kageki, Kageki's not good at 3, I would say, because he could be cloggy, and usually this is my ratio, just Kageki and Kagemusha is 2 of these, because these 2 are your Shein, and the 3rd Kagemusha is usually for your 9th piece, so that's my ratio for that. For the 1-ups is 1 Elder. 1 Elder because 2 can be cloggy, and going first turn, and you have Elder in hand, it's just like a dead draw. It's basically just a 400 attacker, and it's weak, so there's no point of having this first turn, and it's just horrible. So just 1. 1 Zanji, he's basically a catastrophist and a citizen target. 1 Inishi, with 2 6-timers becomes 22 attack, and he's a compulse, so he's really great. Never more than 2 of any of these guys. And for the last one of is 1 Maxi. Maxi is great because a lot of special summoning in this format, and draw power is really needed in this deck because sometimes you draw a brick and you just need more draw power. So 1 of those, and that's it for the. Well, that's it. Also, for people that were wondering about Grandmaster, I took out Grandmaster because he's really like he's just the same thing with Elder. It's just bad first turn. You have no 6 samurais, and his effect is not really that relevant anymore because people can just attack over this 21 monster. So it's not really that relevant, and it's horrible late game and first game. This is like it's just a 21 attack. It's not going to do anything. So that's not really that good. And as well for Great Shogun. Great Shogun, I don't suggest running him because it's too much work to have 2 6 samurais on the field and then summon him because it's hard enough just to get 2 6-timers and make Shein. So, and also the other thing that people don't understand is that if you have these 2 guys on the field and they activate, let's say MST, and you negate the MST, they can still activate a spell or chat because you negate the activation, and they can still activate 1 more. So that's the confusion people think about these 2 cards. So that's why the combo is not really that good as people think it would be. So that's it for the monsters. Now for the spells. 3 Uniteds, yeah, they're super, yay me. This is the Pottery of the deck. 3 Smoke Signal, not 2 because 2 is not really that good. I would say 3 because you still want to get your combo pieces and you can still dead draw. So I'll suggest it's better chance of you making Shein and getting the combo pieces with 3. As well, it was 3 Rhoda, same reason. You just need to get your cards that you need to make Shein. 2 asceticism. This is the thing with this card. I would always suggest if you're running 1 Elder, run only 2 asceticism. And if you're running 3 asceticism, run 3 Elder because usually you only use this card with this card, and this card you only use this card with Kageki or Kizon. And so 3 is not really that needed because you only use it for 2 or 3 cards in your deck. So 1 Lance, I bumped it down to 1 because sometimes it could be a dead draw, and it's just like I just don't need this. I'd rather make Shein or have my combos of Shein, but it's still good as an offensive defense card. Same with the Book of Moon, it's an offensive defense card. Won't soul charge because it's great. It's especially stable in this deck. If you're not running it, then I don't know what's your problem. 1 Regeki because Regeki is better than Dark Hole, and still I'm thinking the only person that runs Cunning still, but 1 Cunning. The thing with Cunning is really great, as I said before in my older videos, just that you could send, let's say you have Shein on the forward, on the board, and you attack with Shein to activate D-Dimensional Prison, and you chain this to the Shein, and you could send this to grave, and you could still target your Shein and bring Shein right back on the field. So it's great. So then you could just negate twice that turn or attack twice for OTK. So it's really great. Not more than 2 because you still want to be able to make Shein and not just draw that card and just be a dead draw. The traps. 3 chains because this deck only loses to monster effects, and that's the main reason why you run 3 chains. 2 double-edged sword. It's a love-and-hate relationship with this card because I used to run 3, but I put down to 2. And it's just like this card is just back and forth. So it's my own personal preference. And you can run 3 if you want to, just to make it more OTK build based, but I would try to make it more control based. For the one-ofs is 1 Mind Crush. I as well don't like this card that much, but I think 1 is just good enough because I'll see it when I need it and I won't see it when I don't need it. So just 1. And also, like this card, you have to wait for your opponent to show a card they draw. I mean, they show a card they search with. So it's like I don't like waiting for an opponent. I'd rather do my own thing and not have to rely on them. 1 Banlist is a staple. 1 Ring, staple. 1 Mirror Force, cut it down to 1 because as well I don't like waiting for my opponent to attack or like that. I'd rather just I have to see it when I need it and not see it when I don't need it. So just 1. 1 Compulse, staple. 1 Banlist, and 1 Warning. That's it. And as well, people are thinking about why not Makatama. This card, it's not really needed this format because I mean you can make just Sheen's at 2 now, and you can make Naturia Beast or Brocchion, and so I know people can just Dark Hole Regeki and like, oh man, you lose or something like that, but you can side it. I don't think it's needed, and yeah. That's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, 2 Sheen. If you're not running 2 and they're not ulti, then you're bad now. But yeah, just 2 Sheen. 1 Armides is great for attacking the hands or flip effect monsters, and it's really messes up Yang Zing, so that's really great. 1 Catastor, it destroys anything that's not dark. 1 Nat Beast, say no to Cliff Forts and Necros and they cry. 1 Barkion, says no to traps. 1 Blackwing, it burns your opponent for 800 life points and it helps make game faster. 1 Goyo Guardian, aka and then 1 Thought Ruler. I like him over Stardust because he's higher attack, because Stardust is just 25 and he's 27 at the end, so I like him more. And also his effect reads is that basically when this card shows a monster by battle sends a graveyard, you gain life points equal to the monster's attack, so that's really helps with gaining life points. And he can negate by paying 1,000 life points any card that targets him, so he's also another negator. And then the ban list, Trish, it's great. You usually will make Shein and have Kiza on the board, Soul Charge, and make Trish, or get in your turn go and then flip double-edged sword if you have it, and then make Trish and make your opponent minus. So it's just, this card is really good in this deck. Number 103 for the mirror match. Gravekeepers, Fire Fist, anything that helps boost monster's attack. 101 staple, Castell staple, Excalibur staple, and Cowboy staple. Now for the side deck. The second maxi, if I'm going against a really spam heavy special summoning deck. The second Elder, if I'm going against a really heavy spell deck such as Necros or Cliff Forts, just got a side A just in case. And the third Asceticism, so I make sure I can get Nat Beast if I really need it. Also with Chicken Race coming out, there's going to be a lot of FTKs and OTKs with that deck, so I'm getting ready for that. 3 MST. If you're maining MST and 6 Samurais, you should probably rethink about that, because you don't really need to main it, because first game you should be able to win because they won't know what you're playing, and people side hard against 6 Samurais, so you can just side 3, not main it, because it's not really needed, and you should be able to take first game because you're already negating a lot of stuff. 2D Prisons for the Inferno matchup. 2 Iron Wall for the Necros or Ritual Beasts. It really messes up Ritual Beasts, and this deck has a problem sometimes with Ritual Beasts, so this really messes them up. 2 Shadows for the Bring Abyss matchup, and this it's okay to play this even though you have Shield and Field, because you will minus them more than you minus yourself. So 2 of those, and lastly 3 Lightning Prison Mirrors for Satellas and Light Swarms and whatever like deck you go against. So that's it for my deck for all you guys. Like you guys liked it, and comment any opinions about the deck. I like to read them, and thank you guys for watching.